Sup?
All right. Yep. No, I'm all good. Food's ordered. We can get started.
Sweet. I should probably bring up that list of things, and that tells
So,
us what to actually do.
yep.
Let me
So I got a
just.
copy. I have everything opened up. I actually today. So yay! I guess doing this so many times. So I think I'll be much more
Oh,
prepared. I have like
nice.
several tabs of the PDF open at the same time to like different chapters.
Nice. Oh, hey, there we
So
go. Perfect.
you can just roll the dice, and then I can just read it off to you, and then you can just fill in your character sheet. So that way we're
Yep,
not doing
yep.
all. And so
Let's go ahead and do first part, I guess, then.
okay.
And that's going to be getting a whole bunch of stats. Let's see how unlucky I am this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What am I going to get? 6, 3, 7, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4, 7. Not a lot of twos. So I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll that too.
All right.
Okay. 7. So I have 6, 3, 7, 3, another 7, 4, 3, 4, 7. Already not quite as outlandish as the practice character was, but good enough for my purposes, I think. All I really needed was int and reflex to be reasonably high. So let's see. I'm just gonna organize it a bit so I know what I'm spending. 7, 7, 7, 6. How many fours? 2 fours and 3 threes. 4, 4, 3, 3. Cool. So obviously, base gonna have 7 int, gonna have 7 reflex. Easy. So now the question is, do I go straight towards the idea or concept I was thinking of and say like it's 7 cool or something, or do I do something productive like it's 7 tech? Or
You're
maybe
gonna be a nut.
luck.
You're gonna be a nut runner, right?
Ah, yes, indeed.
Actually, I would say take the 7 out of reflex and put it into tech.
Might be a good idea. 6 is also just as good, honestly. And actually, tech being important probably means. Wait, no, I have 3 sevens. Ah, there we go. I can have. Spot it up. Cool. There we go. So int, reflex, and tech are all 7. Easy.
Right. So then, yeah, I would definitely say that outside of that, your empathy and your cool are probably your two other priorities. Empathy, if you want to go down the route of cyber implants, because you do lose humanity, so you want at least a decent empathy score for that, because you're going to lose some points.
Right, and
Um,
if I'm right, then being a hacker means you probably want to get a whole lot anyway.
right. So there's a danger of that. And
Mm-hmm.
then from what I understand, the cool stat is kind of like your working under pressure, like staring down people abilities. So a lot of your
Right.
stats are based on that. A lot of your
I
actions are based on that.
I think of all things, I probably want to go with attractiveness because I have a crazy idea that we will see in play soon, I think.
Okay.
And that leaves very few choices left. It just depends on which two things I might want to have 4 in instead of 3. And you're probably right on the empathy, so I'm gonna give that a 4. Body type, eh. Movement, eh. Luck, maybe. Cool? Yeah, there we go. So 3 luck, 3 movement, 3 body type.
All right.
Okay, there we go. Easy peasy. Next is determining the life path. So there's a whole lot of stuff there. I'm gonna open up the book too, just so that I have it around as a reference as well.
Yep. So first part, like I explained to the other two people, you can roll or you can pick because it's kind of like your personal appearance options.
I do
So
love rolling, and well, I do want to be as ridiculous as possible, so I'm gonna choose to roll 3d10 and see what kind of outfit I get. Alright, so a 3, so I wear corporate suits, I have neat and short hair, and spiked gloves. That makes perfect sense. So corporate suits, uh, neat short hair, and spiked gloves. Perfect. Let's just do some origins. See what I get. Origin
Black
is
American.
yep. Doop doop. Black American. Boom. And then here comes all the family backgrounds.
Right. So, family background, roll d10, got you 7, gives you a crime lord.
Uh, 7 was for race there. 3
What?
actually gets me corporate technician.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was a little lag behind. My bad.
It's all cool. So,
3, yeah, you're right,
fa-
corporate technician.
so family ranking for corporate technician. If I could spell that word at all while staring at it. All right, that might explain the corporate suits a little bit. Parents on a 6.
Both parents are
They're-
living.
are we looking? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, it's 7 to 10 that terrible things happen.
Yes,
My
exactly.
parents
So roll another
are
d10 for
alive at
the
first.
roll another d10 for family status. That will give you a
5.
5. So are in danger, and you risk losing everything if you haven't already. Roll over to the family tragedy chart. Roll another d10.
All right, come on, tragedy.
4.
4.
Family is imprisoned, and you alone escaped.
My father thought he could get away with stealing snacks from the vending machine in the corporate lobby. He was wrong.
Oh my god.
I'm
So,
sorry, were you expecting like serious backstories out of me?
childhood environment. Roll a d10. Which side? A 5.
In a defended corporate zone in the
In the
central
central
city.
city. That works out. Look at that.
Man, wow, this is actually coming together in a sensical way.
How many
Defended
siblings do you
corporate
have? You
zone.
got to roll a d10.
Doop doop. D10. 4.
4. 1 to 7 means you have 4 siblings. So roll 4d10. For every sibling, every even is a male, every odd is a female.
All right. Let's do them in packets then. So, male or female, age, and feelings. So, I have 4 siblings. The first one is, let's see, even or odd.
Yes,
Even. He
even
is a
is a
male.
male. 7 is younger than you.
A male younger than me.
And number 3, he worships you like a hero. They hero worship you. No, wait, that's 9, right? My bad.
No, they hate me.
Sorry, my mistake.
Of course, my younger brother hates me. Ah,
Second one,
857.
once again, another male brother, which is older than you, and they actually hero worship you.
All right, cool to the older crowd.
Well,
Another.
another male, another one that's older than you. However, this sibling dislikes you.
What a jerk. And 1, 2, 3. Hey,
Ah,
female.
a sister who is younger than you, but they hate you.
Oh no. Everyone dislikes me except the one older brother. How terrible. All right, motivations.
All
What
right,
motivates me?
roll a d10.
6.
Stable and serious. Roll
That
another
won't do for my
d10.
cat girl persona.
3, a lover is the person you value most. Roll another d10 to find out what do you value most. That's a 6, vengeance.
Vengeance.
Most people, roll a d10. This is a 10. People are wonderful.
Oh wow. People are
And what is
wonderful.
your most valued possession? Roll another d10.
Toy.
Toy. Let me know when you're ready for your life events.
Okay. Just gotta brace myself for that one a little bit. Oof. Okay, here we go. 2d6.
2d6 plus 16 determines your overall age.
5.
5. You are 21 years old. So that means you have 5 life events. Let me see. I'll help you out here. So starting from 16, that's 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21, right?
Yep, doing the
Okay.
same thing I am here.
All right. So let's start with age 17.
What happened this year? 8.
An 8.
Romance.
Romantic involvement. Do you want to roll over to the end, or do you just want to roll each category separately and then?
Let's do it one at a time and just see like how the history goes.
All right, so that's number 8, romantic involvement. Let me roll down to romantic involvement. What's this? Friends and enemies.
I'm gonna take this off real quick.
Here we go. Uh,
Guess I'll go ahead and roll that first d10. Tell me what I have.
it's a 9, right?
Yes, it is.
Fast affairs and hot dates. That's
And that's it, isn't it?
Yep, that's it right there. So for age, now we're at age 18.
I get a 4. Friends and enemies.
Friends and enemies. All right, so now for friends and enemies, you got to roll a d10 to determine it's a friend or an enemy. I
5.
have a friend. So that's actually the better part of that option. Roll another d10.
9.
Roll a 9. Reconnect with an old childhood friend. We could go over to personal style on page 34, but I'm going to leave that to you to fill in the gaps.
All right. I'll go ahead and just like do parentheses personal style.
Yeah, on your own. You can go in and figure out who your friend is, where you know them from, all those details. I don't think we need to go into all that right
Yeah,
now.
it's gonna take a while, so we'll just pass on that for the moment.
So now we're up to age 19.
I think he also gets to roll what he can throw against me or
No,
others.
that's enemies.
Okay, so who is this person? Okay, yeah, friends just have friends. Got it.
Yeah, that's like the good part of that's the good option of that. So for
All
19, you
right.
rolled another 9. Do what again? I'm trying to remember.
Well, this is for the
9.
new life.
Nothing happened that year.
Nothing happened. That's when I got like a dumb, boring desk job.
There you go. Now you're at age 20.
Nothing happened again. My life is getting really boring.
All right, final year, 21.
All right, hit me up with something exciting.
6.
Friends and
Friends and
enemies.
enemies again. So here we go. Roll another d10 to find out if it's a friend or an enemy.
It's 4.
Made another friend. Roll a d10 again.
Let's do it. 9.
9. Another old childhood friend.
Friend, and then I'm gonna put personal style.
All right. Well, wow. That was like the quickest life path we've done so far.
Yeah, it's really kind of unexciting compared to
I
like
know.
some of the practice ones we did, where it's like, oh yeah, I learned from a kung fu master. I like did an odd job and scored a bunch of stuff. I made 2 friends who also betrayed me with my life story of betrayal. And here it's
I
just
know.
like, I just worked in my parents' firm for a bit.
A couple of friends. But Magic the Gathering friends are still cool with me. All right. Well, moving right along then, I guess we're moving on to the career path. And so, yeah, that's on page 44 or 48 in the PDF, depending on what version you have.
Yep. Let's see. Let's go ahead and go to. How do I get over there?
Yeah.
There we go. Skills. So these are just sorted by special attributes and stuff. So I'm gonna have to go look directly at the page to see what skills I get
I
in my
got you,
main career.
I got you covered on that one over here. So, like I said, if you
I'm gonna notice visually because I'm gonna forget like in instant. So I just gotta pull that up. Do, do, do,
yeah,
do,
like I said,
do,
go to
do.
page 44 in the PDF.
Yep. There we go. Interface,
Down at the
awareness, basic tech, education systems, cyber, composition, electronic, and programming.
Now, this is how it works. You got 40 points to distribute amongst all of these 10 skills. The highlighted one at the top is sort of like your primary skill. So you have to have at least 1 point in that. But
Mhm.
obviously, it's like what you do. So you should definitely have more than one in there. Um, the other ones are optional. You're a little than the techie was. So basically,
Mhm.
everything on that list is what you can spend your 40 points on. Don't worry about anything else in the outer points. There's these things called pickup points. So that's
Yeah, there's
basically
there's some extra points at the end of this, but I should still make sure like these ones are good and like distributed nicely.
right. So you don't have to put them all in everything, but also it's recommended that you just don't stack the deck with like two skills and then ignore the rest. So you
Right.
want
At
to
the same time, like having a high special attribute seems really, really good. So it's tempting to just like pump that up to like 6, 7, 8 or something.
if you're not sure
But
what
I
they
also
do,
want
just
everything, so
so here's the thing. If you're not sure what they do, just ask me. I'll look them up. I'll read you the description. You can decide how many points you want to put into it. That way we'll make it
well,
easy.
most of them seem to make sense. Interface is the main thing. Awareness, basic tech is basic tech. Education is how much school knowledge I have. System info is just knowledge about systems, which I would be using quite a bit as a hacker to try to find my way around. Cyber stuff actually seems less useful than other stuff. Like,
I
it's
would probably
cool.
say cyber deck design, programming, system knowledge, and interface would probably be your go-to skills as a hacker.
Yeah, so,
Let me look up
uh,
composition and see if it has some sort of impact on your ability to.
I'm gonna start by just giving everything 1 point period, just in case I desire to ever use it. And that should give me 8 to roll on most of them, assuming they use, like, int, reflex, or tech, which I imagine all of these are basically. Except maybe composition. I don't know. Cyber deck design seems more useful than cyber tech. I'm not sure what I could do with cyber tech other than tell people that they have
We already have
electronic
a
arms.
techie. We already have a techie
Mhm.
person specializing in cyber tech repair. So
Yeah.
that's what cyber tech is. That's literally like you knowing cybernetics.
All right. So I'm gonna say just one in there, just like yeah, I know how to like hook something up to it later. So let's see what is actually really important. Interface, obviously. So I'm gonna go ahead and pump that to 5 immediately. It has to be. Awareness seems really good. I'm gonna have at least 3 in there, just so that I don't forget.
Don't worry about composition. It requires skill for writing songs, articles, and stories.
But if I'm gonna be a successful Twitch streamer in the year 2020, I need to be able to design my own interface.
But yeah,
Uh,
education is how much formal education you had. Um, electronics is actually the knowledge of electronics. Um,
Programming's got to be at
and how
least
to use
5, I
them.
imagine.
Yeah, programming is probably very important.
Let's see. So how many points have I spent so far just like pumping random stuff in? I'm gonna say system knowledge is also like 4. So 5 plus 3 plus 1 plus 5 plus 4 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 5. 30. I have 10 more
Yeah.
points.
System knowledge is basic knowledge of the geography of the net, its lore's history, knowledge of the important computer systems. At +2, you can generally navigate around the net. At +6, you know the location of most of the places on the net, have a working understanding of its systems. At +9, you know the entire net like the back of your hand, you know general layouts and important systems code, and are aware of the layouts for the rest of them.
Let's see. Basic tech is an interesting one. And I'm wondering what I can do with that I can't do with like more advanced skills. It's like,
Hold
well,
on a
I know
second.
how to program the phone, but I don't know how to use it, I guess.
Hold on a second. I'll tell you what basic tech does. So wish this had like a word index in the back.
Oof.
For building or repairing simple mechanical and electronic devices such as car engines, television sets. With a basic tech of 3, you can fix minor car problems, repair basic wiring. Basic tech skill of 6 or better, you can repair stereos and TVs, rebuild an engine. Basic tech skill of 9 or better can build a simple computer from scratch, put together a race car engine, and maintain any kind of industrial machinery. However, they do
Okay.
not know enough specialized knowledge to apply to complex things such as aircrafts, specialized. You can't fix a rocket.
So if I needed like a part, I'd probably roll basic tech. But if I needed to actually assemble it into like a high-tech computer, I'd be using electronics. So I might actually put 3 into basic tech, just so that it's like, yeah, I generally know what I'm doing, but I also don't
Here
care
we
enough
go.
about that specifically.
So here we go. Here, maybe this will help you with your answer or determining. Electronics is the required skill for maintaining, repairing, and modifying electronic instruments such as computers, personal electronics, hardware, electronic security systems, cameras, and monitors.
Okay.
So you're probably more on the electronic side than the basic tech side.
Right, but in either case, I'm probably not supposed to be the person who's like specifically trying to reassemble these things anyway.
No, 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 no. But
Uh, s-
if you're gonna put points into it, it would probably be more on the electronic side than the basic tech side. Because you're probably
this one.
like I'm in IT, so I would probably be more electronic because I've actually taken apart computers and put them back together again. So
All right, gonna do one more add up just to see where I am. I increased a few random things. 1, 3, 6. I have 3 points left. My interface is at 6, education at 5, system knowledge at 6, programming at 6. I could choose to continue specializing into these or generalize more. Awareness could also be a very interesting skill to have more of, and composition too if I'm going to
absolutely,
be ridiculous.
awareness I would definitely recommend. What was your second thought?
Composition so that I could be really silly and do silly composition things. Though I guess that'd be more if I was like making media, it less like maybe there's a different skill
Yeah,
for like
it's
live
literally
streaming
what
me killing a man.
my takeaway on it is literally your ability to write dialogue, script, stories,
Hmm.
blogging. I would say is more what composition's about. You could write a bitching ass gonzo journalism at a shootout in downtown Night City.
Okay then. So maybe I'll go low on the composition for this character. They don't need much more than to like give themselves like a stream layout or something and set up the donation button.
I guess,
Uh,
yeah, if that's how you want to go
so
for
I'm
it.
going to choose to specialize harder and go say interface 7, system knowledge 7, programming 7.
That sounds good. That would
I
make
think
you
that makes everything I need to do the most really, really good, and the things that I don't need don't matter. This would just be a matter
you
of
a very
putting it
potent
in.
operator.
Yep, yep. Okay.
Uh, so moving right along, now we get to the juicy part, the cyber in cyberpunk. So I don't know if you understand how cyber psychosis work, or do I have to go over that with you?
I have a vague understanding of it. When your essence gets too low, you become a cyber zombie and you just go on a killing spree because you're so decked out.
Yeah. So that's
Something roughly
literally
like that.
all right. So in mechanic terms, your total humanity cost is 10 times your empathy.
Hmm.
Piece of cyberware into your body. It has a relative cost point, dollars and humanity costs. I think for every 10 points of humanity, you lose 1 point of empathy. Once you hit empathy 3, are getting into like the Robocop's Terminator mindset.
Right.
At
So in this
zero,
case,
you're at
I start
zero.
with 3 times empathy, I believe. Oh yeah, I definitely need money before I start buying stuff.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm sorry. We didn't finish the career. The final part of the career was how much money you made.
Yep. Page 58. Fit for the
Yep, page
future. Here we go.
58. All right. So you are a net runner. Roll a d10.
Let's do it. 5.
Gives you a 5. Weeful runner, $1,000 a month.
This is special ability level.
What is this? What
Uh,
are you doing?
If you look at the chart, it's organized by how good you are at the thing.
Yeah, you rolled a 5.
Well, I mean, special ability is what we just picked. My interface is 7, so I'm using the 7 column. And I'm rolling a d6 divided by 3 for how long I've been working.
Wait, I think I think I'm a little behind. Where are you at right now?
Determine your starting funds by cross-processing your roll and the level of your special ability interface to determine how much money you make.
You're right. Okay, I misread that. I'm sorry. I thought you had to roll a 10. You're right. Your interface level is, what was it again? 7, you said?
Yes, indeed.
All right, so then that's 3,000. Then the rule is you roll, yeah, 1d6 divided by 3, determine how many months you've been employed, which is 1 month, which gives you.
Is that? Oh, divide by 3. Yeah. No, that'd be 2 because it's on the higher side. It's a 5.
Oh, round down. Cyberpunk, you round down.
Does that make sense for this one?
Yeah, that's the basic rule. You round down for everything.
Okay.
I mean,
So
I'll
I'm
look
just
at it
gonna
right
mark
now.
here
It doesn't say,
3,000
but I know I read
cyberbucks.
somewhere where it says whenever you round down.
You don't round down money. That's the message I'm seeing over here. Let's see. And a d6 just to see if you are still employed. If you roll higher than a 4, you are unemployed. So I'm technically employed right now.
Employed. You were employed as what's it called? A bit jockey, which I have no freaking idea what that actually means.
I imagine it's just all cool little titles.
Jockey. All right. So write that
So
down.
then that would
I guess
be
we'll have
2
to.
months of
I
work
guess we'll
then,
have to figure
technically.
out what that means later.
So, all right, marking down some money. Let's see. And I believe we're about to talk about cybernetic stuff.
All right. So yeah, like I said, every 10 points you lose empathy. Once you get to 0, you're basically a psycho. You have to get therapy, and it's a whole
Mhm.
recovery time system. Also, when it comes to cybernetics, there are 2 costs. There's the cost of the equipment and the cost of the surgery itself.
Mhm.
So you have to factor that in whenever you buy anything. So even though something says it costs $100, when you look at the surgery cost, if it's a major surgery, that's like $1,500 just to install it.
Let's see. There seem to be a bunch of different codes, but it doesn't say. Here we go.
Basically, it's
Minor,
4
major, critical.
codes: negligible, minor, major, and critical.
Okie doke. Looking
So,
at surgery costs included with installation, so anything that's on N is easy to grab.
so I would say as a net runner, you should probably get interface plugs.
Interface plugs, definitely probably a good one.
Under neural
Uh,
processor. So like I said, that's M. That's a minor surgery.
Neural processor. That's at the top, isn't it?
It's
Here we
on
go.
page 76. It's literally the page after it stops talk. The first page of the cyberware list.
Yeah, okay. So, interface. Boosterware, speedware. I don't act. Oh, there we
All
go.
the way down
Just
the bottom,
slightly
the
later.
interface plugs. Trying to sit here and remember. You might want to look at cyber modem link.
Does the item code matter at all for this?
Oh, that ID code. That's just a parentheses abbreviation thing for your own personal. It doesn't mean anything. Oh, the first code is the surgery code. The last 2 columns is the price and humanity cost.
Allows direct connection to smart weapons vehicles. It
Just give me 1 minute. Cyber modem links to a cyber modem, memory chipset, chipware sockets. That's fine. That you don't need that right now.
I'm just kind of marking it down. $200, and there's a D6 attached. Oh, humanity loss. Humanity loss is 1d6 for a per pair.
You get one pair per interface plugs. So here, there's two roles to this because the initial NeuroWare processor, like the base unit, is
Okay.
1d6 humanity loss, and then the chip itself, the interface plugs, the add-on, is another d6.
Okay, so let me go ahead and take a look at NeuroWare 2. Or, wait, where are you saying?
And a minor surgery is 500 euro bucks.
Oh, I have to buy the processor first. I see what he was saying there. Okay, so.
All right, I'm sorry. Give me one moment.
Okie doke.
Hello.
Is a major surgery.
Yes.
Basic processor. Must have for
Goodbye,
all
guys. We'll be back
systems.
momentarily.
Is 1,000 euro bucks. And humanity of
All right,
1d6.
be right back. I gotta pick up some food.
Okay, guess we are taking a quick break.
It's gonna be like a couple minutes. Don't worry about it.
Well, since this is a constant stream, I'm just going to talk for a moment here so it's not dead air.
Fair
Well,
enough.
sorry
So,
about that,
what
guys.
else are you doing? No, go get your food. Go get your food. Get out of here. You get out of here. What else are you looking at?
Well, I just wrote down NeuroWare in interface plugs, NeuroWare being required for the plugs.
Yeah,
I
and
guess
you
I
only
should
need
see
the
what-
one.
Yeah, and I guess I should see what other things I actually need, and the answer looks like I don't know.
And don't forget that the NeuroWare is a minor surgery itself, which I believe is 500 euro bucks for the surgery.
I think M is a major one,
No,
isn't it?
MA is major, which is 1,500.
So none of this is too bad, at least. Let's see. Gotta sneeze.
Otherwise, I have no suggestions. Whatever you want. Maybe get the.
Well, I mostly think I need to remember that I need to buy a cyber deck, and that could easily rack up like 4K instantaneously. I'm not seeing an option here, like on the NeuroWare list, to like implant the cyber deck into myself immediately. So
That's
it
what the
might just still
interface
be
plugs do.
separate.
No, that's what the interface plugs do.
Right. I get to carry one around, then I can just plug it into my brain, then my brain plugs into other things. Easy enough.
Basically, if you want to know, the interface. I'm sorry.
Oh, cyber modem link allows direct connection to a cyber modem. That might be what I'm looking for.
The interface plugs are literally the classic like matrix jack plugs, like, and you see like in mech robots and stuff like that where you like jack in. That's what interface plugs are.
Okay. But do I need a cyber modem link?
Yeah, I'm gonna recommend it because the way I'm gonna run it is basically you could break in physically, like plug in directly to a network, or you could do it wirelessly.
Okie dokie, and this will just let me hook my brain up to it. As 100 euro bucks, and it is exactly humanity 1 point.
1
Easy.
point of humanity, 1d6 for the interface plug.
I already got smart gun and vehicle link attached to interface plug, so that's good. Let's see, and I don't really need reflex or memory. My brain's not the computer yet. I don't need to worry about that, I think. The only question is, do I want to
I
be
would also
badass and carry a cyber weapon?
recommend not go crazy on all the NeuroWare. I mean, there's other stuff. You could also get like cyber optics, cyber audio, which also might be helpful.
Right.
That
And
those
that definitely goes into like the which little widgets do I want to have on myself to like make things more fun.
just to give you a warning though, a cyber optic is a major surgery, so that's $1,500 just to install the eyeball.
Yeah, I might like stick with like cyber audio or something.
Yeah,
I have
cyber
some
audio.
awareness, but I'm not like the best at awareness, so I'm not gonna like pump it up and like be the uber cyber eyes guy.
Okay. So there are definitely things in the cyber audio you might want to think about. Radio link is literally installing a radio receiver into your head phone splice. It's a convoluted description. I'm just going to make it simple. You can install a cell phone chip into your brain, make cell phone calls from your head.
Definitely really good to have. I'm gonna put that on my list of things. Phone
So remember
splice.
that the cost is also an additional $500 for the surgery, and then $500 for the cyber, like the ear, and what you're paying for are the add-ons.
Oh, right, there's a base hearing thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that down too before I forget.
So in a sense, it's $1,000 starting. That's for the surgery and the base unit. Then the radio link's $100, and the phone splice is $150.
So
So
I'm
it's an
definitely gonna have to
additional
go back over
250.
this and definitely sell off some options because
Yeah,
I might not be able to afford all of this and the deck.
and also bear in mind you're starting off in your career, so this isn't set in stone. You can always come back and pay to get tech installed. So don't have to get everything you need now.
Yep.
No, you're fine.
Not
Let's see,
everything
how
you
much
need.
does a
Like, you don't
limb
need all the
cost?
bells and whistles.
Well, a leg costs an arm and a leg, so I might actually just pass on that. It'd be super cool to have like a gun inside an arm or something, but
Oh,
it's
that's
not
super
cheap,
expensive.
it's not necessary, and I'm not good at it. So probably ignore that. Body covering
Yeah,
and armor is always a good idea, but at the same
but not
time,
cyber. But not
that,
cyber armor.
right. This
That's
is like a body plating here. It says exo armor for covering the body.
That's like
Uh,
you want to be RoboCop. You want to be Terminator.
yeah, and it says SP 25, which I think is pretty good if I recall my numbers at all.
It's in the higher end.
Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about our computer devices.
All right, so let's.
So we have two options. We have the 2020 Sourcebook and Data Fortress. How are we proceeding?
It's real simple. You have the 2020 source book, which has an equipment list in the back. There's also the Chromebooks, which also has equipment for netrunners. I will honestly just advise you to go to the 2020 page. Give me a second. Let's do armor first. Wait, no, let's not do armor. Let's do this. Let's do your
I'm gonna buy a
cybertech
gun
first.
real quick. Let's just see what I have for gun, and that'll end up depending what I have to put my specialty points into later, or
Okay.
whatever they're called.
So the base
Uh,
weapon list, 60.
yep. I'm looking at
And
it.
so, like I told everyone else, you're basically starting from scratch. So you're really just restricted to a pistol and some basic armor. You're going to go on a job, and you'll have the opportunity to get geared up. So don't worry about it. So just buy what you would consider personal protection.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer these notes real quick so they're easier for me to read. Here we go. Guns. I'm gonna go ahead and buy a slightly bigger than normal light auto pistol and say that's probably gonna help me. So I have a Federated Arms X22.
All right. So quick
There
word.
are a
Quick.
lot of things there, and I'm just gonna mark down that it's $150 and put the stats out later.
I'll run you real quick. Type is pistol. WA is weapon accuracy. That's your bonus to attack.
Hmm.
Is where you can put it. P is pockets or pants.
Yeah,
Availability is E, which is like common, available everywhere.
gotcha.
One is your damage, and the type of ammo you need is 6mm. You have a 10-round clip. Your rate of fire is 2, so it's 2 per round of combat. This is actually an important part, is the reliability. ST means it's standard reliability. UR is unreliable. And there's another one that's like excellent, or VR, very reliable.
Okay, so normal reliability and everything on this page up until a certain point has 50-meter range, so there's no difference there. So basically, I'm paying to not have a weapon penalty and to not have something that breaks down. I'm okay with that.
So, all right, bought a pistol. If you go to page 67, basic armor types, right there.
Fashion, communications, furnishing, surveillance. Oh, here we go, at the top of the page, not the next one. Yeah, okay. What do I need? Kevlar t-shirts, steel helmets, light armor jackets.
Now, here's a secret. There, see that column in the middle that says EV?
Yes, indeed.
That is a penalty to your evasion. So if the heavier the armor, the lower your reflex gets. So if someone shoots you, it actually impacts your ability to dodge the shot. Now,
And I
obviously,
have a high reflex, so I think I already have a good enough chance of dodging stuff, probably. So I probably don't want to
so,
take a penalty.
and also, like I said, since you're starting out, like I said, don't go crazy with the armor. I could say literally just get like a light armor jacket, Kevlar vest, something like that.
Right, I'm gonna go with the Kevlar t-shirt.
All right.
This way I
And
can
then
be stylish. And that's just $90. Cool.
so just bear in mind that your armor protection is just on your torso.
Gotcha. I'll get Kevlar jean pants or something later on. Alright. There's
Okay,
plenty of
so
individual things I can buy, but I'm just gonna buy those a la carte later. None of these are really gonna affect me too much, except like having the whether or not I need to buy a phone or slice one into my head.
oh, you already got the cyber. Oh, you haven't decided yet, or did you decide for the cyberware?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I need to also add up the cost of the surgeries because if those are too much, I obviously can't get everything.
Cool.
And
Fair
I
enough.
have to like
Which
prioritize like the
technically,
cyber deck first above those surgeries.
you're right.
So,
And technically speaking, a cell phone is cheaper than the cyber phone. So
mhm.
you're right.
All right. Now I just need to
Oh,
go find out where these cyber decks were again. I had a page on them before, and I've just lost it.
see what we got here. Well, let's do a quick search.
Run Cyberpunk, Trauma Teen, Firefights. Oh, here we go. Netrunners. Do Cyberdex 132.
32. All right.
Yep. So here's the thing, like this entire section is hard to read and doesn't really give a lot of clear answers. There are two example cyberdecks, but those aren't like the standard you don't get anything cyberdecks.
Okay. You know what? We're gonna make this simplified. Give me a second, because I know there's a list that gives you the prices for the cyber decks.
That would be great to have.
So,
Because there
keyboard.
should be things like their CPU speed, their data storage, and their data wall, I think, are the like key statistics.
Right. Blah, blah, blah. This is the program list. Okay, listen. All right, yeah, let's some options here on page 138. Trode set, keyboard, video board, printer, chip reader, extra chips, Vox box, and scanner.
Yeah, I think those are like all the extras. Like if you don't have like a neural plug to just shove into it, you gotta like buy the keyboard.
Found them. Okay. All right, here we go. Cyber decks. Portable decks are 2,000.
Where are
Cyber
you
lead
finding
decks,
this?
literally right above that optional price list, really where it starts with cyber deck. And then there's for a price, of course. Most cyber decks are table models, jacked are and are blind. So here we go. Standard cyber deck is about the size of a paperback book, made of plastic, weighs half a kilogram, 6 plug-in ports for extra options such as 6 output ports for jacking in other people. This is the stock deck everyone starts off their net running career with. Prices range from 500 for a used model up to 1,000 new.
Speed
So you
0,
got
data wall 2.
you got two choices: 500 or 1,000, new or used. And
I
then
think I'm gonna say new, just because I have the money right now.
okay, so let me see if this gives me at least some standard options that I can just throw at you right now.
Let's see. Looking at it, it says 1 memory, speed 0, data wall 3.
Sounds good to me.
Let's see. Is there a CPU number that it mentions? Data walls. Nope.
CPU one.
Okay.
Seems
Was
to be
that?
the base. CPU one seems to be the base unit.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and write down CPU 1. I will try to remember that in the future. Okay. So looking at basic things that I need, that is roughly 1,250. So I need to spend less than 4,500 on cybernetic stuff. So how much were the minor surgeries and the negligible surgeries each?
Okay, 1 second. Let me get up there. One second. Okay, negligible installation. So whatever negligible cost is it. There's no extra added cost. Minor is 500. Major is 1,500. 100.
Neg is negligible. Cool. So
So
if I have
negligible
1,
is
2,
just the
3.
price.
So I'm gonna go ahead and add up everything raw and see if I can just have it. 500 plus 500 plus 500 plus 150 plus 90 plus 1,000 plus 1,300 for headwear, and then 600 more for the audio. So that would spend $4,640 total of my initial 6,000.
Just on cyberware. Just neuralware or everything total?
For the NeuroWare, the Cyber Audio, my gun, my shirt, and my deck.
Okay.
So then I could just buy a whole lot of extra peripheries and just like be a little dicked out. Maybe I could get some good fashion too while I'm at it.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, you got everything to cover what you want.
Yes, indeed. And I think the only thing left is any roles that the cybernetics need, which seem like it's mostly humanity roles.
Yes, we'll have to roll the humanity roll. So yeah, let's go with the first thing you asked for. Neural processor is a D6.
Correct.
And then just yeah, let's start with that D6 first. And then I'll keep track of it.
All right, that's a 3.
3,
Interface
all right,
plugs are 1d6.
6.
That's 1.
Next up, what's the next upgrade?
Cyber modem for exactly 1 point. Just 1.
Another 1 point. What's your next upgrade?
Cyber audio is 2d6.
All right, just stop there. So this total neuralware humanity loss is 5.
Yes.
So I'll put that in your site, or put that in that listing for cybernetics. You're going to want to fill it out in the character sheet. There's an
Okay.
actual
Right now I'm taking like notes on a side page just so we don't slow down, and I'll figure out where they go on the sheet in a minute. Oh,
on
I
the
see
sheet. The
humanity
two most
section.
important things is the cost and the humanity loss. That's the only 2 things you have to input in.
Okay. So let's do 2d6 for cyber audio.
Okay, so cyber audio
7. Yikes. It is worse than everything else. And then the phone slice, which I did not have a listing for. You got the page up?
It's just 1.
Just 1, cool. So my cyber audio drained my humanity faster than changing up my very brain. Go figure. But
your
I
total-
can chat to people with my brain and then plug my brain into my computer.
So your total humanity cost is 8 for the cyber audio.
And 5 for the NeuroWare, so 40 minus 13. Humanity 27. Easy. Alright. So aside from spending the extraneous cash I have, is there anything else we need to cover?
Pickup points.
Pickup points. Right, and these are, I believe, reflex plus intelligence points I can just put towards any skill.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is where you want to put your weapon skill and any kind of like utility skill you want to use. So like if you want to be a good driver, you want to know kung fu, you'll just want to obviously want to add a bonus to your handgun so that you can shoot straight. You get
All
what I'm
right.
saying?
Library search is obviously one that I need because it's essential to the things that I'm doing.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's just go down the list and start at the top and see if there's anything. I could pick up a second special ability if I'm crazy. Um, Perception, interview, leadership, seduction, social, persuasion, perform.
Sure. I'm not sure if you could put them in the career skill specialties. I'm not 100% sure on that.
You kinda can from what I've been reading, and that is the quote unquote multi-classing of the system.
Gotcha. Okay, if that's what you read, then yeah, I didn't read anything that says you couldn't, but I was like, that's kind of weird. But yeah, I
I know
guess.
it's
Yeah.
like clear in the other book, Cyberpunk 2020. I'm not sure where the words would be, but
Gotcha. Okay, I trust
either
you.
way, I'm probably not doing it. I don't necessarily care yet, unless I wanted to get like a point of what is it? Charismatic leadership, for specifically my audience. I'm gonna keep that as a thought and come back to that later.
Okay. Okay.
Dodge and escape honestly seems like a thing that anyone should have some.
Oh, like I said,
Handgun.
part of this is also you wanna think about like what your character's upbringing was, or
Right. Currently, I also have like perform and seduction on this a little bit. I'm probably not a melee character. I could put some points into stealth. It has a 2 next to it. I believe that would mean that it would cost 2 points per point increase. Is that correct?
I don't think so. Let me see. Hold on
Huh.
a second.
And I don't know why it has that extra number there.
Where are you at right now? Stealth.
Just skills, looking at them, and a few of them have parenthetical numbers next to them, particularly reflex skills.
Oh, these are yeah, you're right. This is if you want to learn martial arts. These
Ah,
parentheses are like extra skill points that you'd have to add in to know like a specific martial arts trick.
and that
So
would
for
be
example,
post generation.
yeah, that's like if I started giving you once I start giving you IP improvement points, then you
Mhm.
would work towards this. So like you would get like right now starting off, you just get martial arts, which I believe is a category in here. And then once you get a certain number of extra points, you could get like judo or karate or boxing.
All right. I'm going to add on to my wish list right now personal grooming and wardrobe style because I should be an attractive streamer. Let's see. Cool skills interrogation, intimidate, oratory, streetwise. Would oratory go towards just speaking generally to a crowd, I suppose?
Yes, your ability to speak in front of people. I mean, I could look that up, but I'm pretty sure that's self-explanatory.
Oratory could be essential. Could either be that or perform, depending on what Twitch streams would be. Actually, oratory would probably make more sense. Most of it is
So
just like
public
being a talk
speaking
show.
at +2, you can win high school speech contests. At +6, you can be paid to speak in public. At +10, you are capable of delivering a speech to rival Kennedys, Ike bin I Berliner or Lincoln's Gettysburg Address.
I am a
I love
hot
the
dog.
examples they give in this book. It's the best example. I love the fact that Captain Kirk has a leadership of 11 and Sherlock Holmes has an awareness of 11.
Let's see. So going down the int skills, there's a whole lot of them. I have a good bit of them. I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything particular sciency or mathy. Uh, all right, this is interesting. There's reflex, stealth, and then there's intelligence, hide, evade.
Hold on a second. Let me check that out. There might actually be two different things.
They are in fact two different things. I'm curious about it.
Yes. Hide evade is the skill of losing pursuers, covering tracks, and otherwise evading people on your trail. Stealth is actually sneaking around.
Okay, so I get the feeling this character might prefer that skill over stealth. Let's see. Programming, stock market, teaching. Technical skills. I don't think there are additional technical skills I want or need. I'm going to assume our techie can handle electronic and physical security.
That's fine. He's
And
pretty
other than
solid.
that, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 possible choices for 14 points. So it's time to prune the list. I'm going to ditch perform and pretend oratory is what I do when I am a streamer. I'm going to keep personal grooming in wardrobe and style. I don't quite know what they are, but I'm going to have them. I'm going to ditch
Okay,
stealth because hide and
wait,
evade is preferable.
about
What?
which one are you not sure about? You said
Uh, perform versus oratory for doing a stream.
form is the skill of trained acting or singing. Oratory is literally just giving a speech.
So I'm going to say oratory. It makes a lot more sense. I'm just here talking to you guys, coming to you live from Star City or wherever we are. Let's see. Dodge seems like a thing, but does this character have it? I don't know. Seduction? Yes. Library search? I need it. So I'm down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5,
Pick
6,
a weapon
7,
skill.
8. Yes, handgun. 1, 2, 3,
Okay,
4, 5,
cool.
6, 7, 8. Oh, that's only 8, not 9. Okay. So 8, I have 6 points left. I obviously want to have more library search, so I'm going to put 2 more points into that. I believe that means I have 4 more points left. Let's go with 2 in seduction.
More
2
points.
into wardrobe and style. Increase oratory to 2 as well, and increase hide evade. So that should be 14. I'm going to double check, because I know myself to be wrong very often. And that does in fact come up to 14. Alright, library search 3, seduction 2, wardrobe 2, oratory 2.
Right.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I think we're
Alright, so I
good.
got skills picked out, cybernetics, some basic equipment. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, you're ready. I think. Yeah, I think we covered everything. I don't think there's anything else we need to worry about. Obviously, look over the net running rules and go over the cyber deck rules. Obviously, I don't want you to get bogged down in anything complicated. So if you're not sure how I'm going to handle it, just send me a quick message and I'll figure out. Because
Okie doke.
honestly, I want to make you just as much part of the team as possible. And I don't want you to keep sitting stuck in a room somewhere. You
Yeah,
know,
just like either I or the whole team is doing nothing while the other group is doing something. That'd be
Yeah,
boring. So I'm gonna try focusing on like learning more about guns, learning more about dodge, doing a little bit more face stuff, and being there.
exactly. And then, like I said, like I said, since I'm getting used to how these rules are all working, once I'm getting really comfortable with how everything works, I really do want to contemplate an idea of us just like jacking into the matrix and
Mhm.
running like a virtual reality caper,
Right.
because
Uh,
that's classic cyberpunk, and I
uh,
can't not do that.
Future
And
note, if possible, once we get actual training points, I might start picking up charismatic leadership to represent a following if I go in that real direction. And in the meanwhile, I'm just like, I just quit my job and became a streamer.
that might work too. Yeah,
All
we'll
right.
also as time goes on, I know there's a sort of multi-classing function of these rules. So we could definitely work that out because I know definitely like in reality, like yeah, you could be a streamer. Wouldn't that make you like a media or rocker boy type? Like that's kind of weird. So obviously,
Okie doke then. So, glad we could get this all done. I just need to transfer it over.
awesome. Not thank you very much.
All right, thank you. And we'll catch you Wednesday then.